Hello everyone and welcome back to our website, our YouTube channel where we feature the end of the free email hosting at gandhi.net for every domain which was registered with them. A few months ago they withdraw their promise to host the free email on their servers when you buy a domain from them. So we had to either cough up £2.60 a month or £2.90 a month to receive the service or look for something else. So of course we did look for something else because we don't like to be kicked in the butt, because we already paid for the service when we registered the domains, so we're not paying for them again. And what everything else is going on in the world. So I have to apologize for my voice. I'm at the cusp of having my summer flu. We went to our GP last week and asked for a vaccination for COVID and flu if possible, and they told us neither is available, even though there are rising numbers of COVID infections again. But obviously, even though we are both in the eligible groups, the GPs are not giving us a vaccination, or our GP is not giving us a vaccination because they are not in a program which is paid for by the government at the moment. And so now my son is in Germany at the moment. We are looking forward to him returning to the UK on a flight which will hopefully be available, as the authority which monitors the UK skies have broken down yesterday. There are basically thousands and thousands of people stranded in foreign airports at the moment and sleeping on the floor. And I hope he will not be one. But we already know that on the day he is scheduled to return, there will be no trains, because the train companies think it is a fair deal to offer their employees a 6% below inflation rate pay rise, which the employees obviously have a different set of eyes on it. So there will be no trains because there will be strike actions, and there is no certainty that he is returning anyway. So I will have to make a 6 to 8 hour round trip to pick him up from the airport. He will come. His touchdown is exactly at the height of rush hour, so it will be something between 6 and 8 hours round trip for the just 150 miles. So it will be, I'm pissed off. So anyway, that has nothing to do with Gandhi, and I'm looking forward for them to cease their free service. No, it wasn't free. It was paid for. We paid for it when we bought the domains, but obviously due to a legal loophole, which means that the service is not actually paid for because it was free. They don't need to honor their promises, and then that means they will try to extort the money again, which obviously we will not do. So we have found out two ways to avoid it at the moment. The first way is you can you can transfer your domain from GandhiNet to Hostinger. That will bring your email cost down to £1 a month. Hostinger offers email service for £1 a month. So they will, or 99p. Okay, yeah, I know. So they offer to host your email server, to host your email address for 99p a month or a pound. And the only problem is you have to be aware of this is only an offer which exists as long as they don't hike the price up. So obviously they will honor it for a period of time, but I think on the long run you have to find a way to, or we will have to find a way to host our email servers on our own servers, because obviously when there is a run up to making email a paid service, and from what I see, what people are willing to pay when they have proprietary email addresses and choose to leave their, let's say, broadband provider where they have their email addresses with, and they are willing to pay 6, 7, 8 pounds a month to retain their email addresses. So that is obviously a market, and obviously for us YouTubers, there will be a market to show the people how to host their own email servers. But anyway, that will come later on. So what we have now is we have Hostinger. As we have identified, we have moved one of our, oh no, we yeah, we bought, we needed to have a new domain anyway, so we bought the new domain not with Gandhi, but we bought it with Hostinger. We paid exactly 69 and a few 69 pounds and a few p for 2 years. So for 3 pounds a month you get video you get internet hosting plus email server, and that is a business plan which we bought for 24 months. The problem is you can obviously buy it for longer, but the problem is that the risk ratio increases the longer in the future you buy, because uncertainty of how long the provider will survive. My glass bowl shattered yesterday, so my ability to look into the future has taken a huge hit. But 24 months seems to be a reasonable period. You can of course buy 48 months, then it is cheaper per month in the moment you buy it, but as we don't know how long the service actually will provide, then it might become more expensive if they actually go bust in the future and you have to buy the same service again. So my risk to reward ratio is about 24 months, which I can say is a reasonable time frame, and the the amount of money you save if you buy the 48 pound plan, the 48 month plan, is exactly the money you risk. So it's not worth the risk. So probably you're better off buying another 2 years in 2 years time, and it will cost you as much as you would pay today for the 4 years, for the additional 2 years. Sorry, not, of course not for the 4 years, but for the additional 2 years. I don't expect it to go up very much, to go up in price very much. Anyway, so that is the first option we have, was Hostinger, and then we have the next option, which is we transferred one of our uh, domains to Skiff. So you can get a free email, one free email at Skiff if you have a native domain or your custom domain. So you can transfer your custom email address, your custom email domain from Gandhi to Skiff. Skiff is an email hosting service, and they offer you one free email address per domain. So you can basically switch your email from Gandhi to Skiff for free instead of paying £2.60. And we have tried it. We have tried it for 4 weeks now. My problem with it was I was thinking about what is the incentive? How do they want to make the money out of it? And obviously, the incentive is they want to sell their web hosting or their domain services. And to do so, they are offering the free email address. We haven't seen an increase in advertisements. We have not seen anything dodgy. It works. It is up 100% of the time. We didn't have any problems with it. So you just register at skiff.com or you download the app from Google Play Store or from Windows. No, Windows is not working. You have to download the app from the site, I think, from skiff.com. And then you set up your email according to the instructions. So they have a wonderful set of instructions how you transfer your email address from whoever is to Skiff, and the Gandhi is in the mentioned options. So they have about 5, 6, 7, or 8 presets of suppliers they know people come from to switch to Skiff, and they offer you the free the options to host your email address, one address per domain for free. So if you have 5 email addresses on your domain, like Smith, mama, papa, dog, child 1, child 2, then you have to decide which is the most important one. So obviously not the children, not mama and papa, so it will be the dog, of course. So you will set up dog@smith.com, and that is the email address you can retain for free. So as I said, no increase in advertisements. Everything works fine. I can't say anything about if they sell your incoming email addresses on or if they keep everything as it is. What I do know is they offer they offer it as a free service, and they offer it encrypted as well. So you can even choose an encrypted email from address to address, which is not bad for free. So that is what we have found out over the last few weeks, and we have already tested. We will keep you updated. We are trying a few other options. We don't know yet how far, how good or how bad all these other options are. And the only thing I can tell you is there's only a few weeks to go until Gandhi will withdraw their services, and you either pay up or you lose all your emails. So it is actually really time to think about it. Yeah, and oh, sorry, I just had to drink a little bit. Wow. And yeah, thinking about it, there's so much going on at the moment. Yeah, uh, we are thinking about a lot at the moment because of yeah how we set it up, how we set it all up. Are we organize our whole YouTube and our domains that we have, and it all needs. The Gandhi thing was just an overhaul. So, and we were in the process of setting up an internet shop anyway. So that is all going up, and as you can see, we are already having a YouTube channel. So the question was, or the question that we are constantly posing to ourselves is, how are we going forward? Are we going to be an NPC, or will we be will we have uh, one of those channels where we do the vigilante things and chase other people around the internet and make money of their failures, or do we have the moral high ground and slam people who show the naked butts of their babies on the internet, or do we make 170,000 a year as a UPS driver? I mean, the options are a lot. Or will we just invent another service and have the dumbest idea yet, but rake in a $2 billion proposal from the guys from Wall Street? We don't know. The world is full of options. I really love it. The only thing we know for sure is that Linux is still not broadcasting, which makes us very sad. Now we are looking forward to the outcome of this one as well. So you see, you can see we are really following up everything. And just one thought which came to mind when we thought about this poor fellow here. I mean, he is a poor motherfucker. Let's say it how it is. And it is sad what is going on. And I don't think the main thing is what we have to question here. And with all those, as much as I like all those people who have the moral high ground and who chase every drama which is going on the internet, it sounds all a bit like 16th century Inquisition. It is not about what does it mean for me, or what does it mean for society. It is rage. It is how can I put it mildly? I'm better than you. It's like throwing eggs on those poor people in their wooden frames in the middle of the marketplace and going, yeah, like in the Life of Brian, you know, when they this wonderful scene where all those men stone the poor all those bearded men stone the poor guy to death. It is, it seems more or less an enjoyment. The whole thick or a huge part of the of the YouTube community has turned into red-robed Spanish inquisitors sitting in a dungeon below a medieval castle and slowly torturing people to omission or to submission. It is guilt. The question is, what is guilt? Guilt is something which is can only be achieved, or achieved is the wrong word. You can only be guilty if you're conscious of a crime, or if you it's not, guilt has nothing, or being accountable for a crime means you have to be aware of the crime you're supposedly undertaking. It is not moral, and uh, and crime is something completely different. And unless you're a staunch supporter of ISIS, then yeah, probably punishment is the only mindset you have. An eye for an eye and a hand for a theft or whatever. And yeah, you can shoot your wife if she's unfaithful. That is, yeah, it's reality in a lot of societies in the world. But if you think yourself as a member of an advanced community, then a psychology or whatever should show you that pure hatred or pure revenge doesn't achieve anything, or an eye for an eye leaves two half blind people. It doesn't achieve anything. So what we need to find is a way we already had. This whole culture is like yeah, it's panem et circenses. It is what the Romans did 2,000 years ago, and half of YouTube is living of it, and it's so sad to watch. It is really so sad to watch all of this shit. It is really, it's hurting me. It is hurting my intellect. I mean, why just because we have politicians which think being a cult is an achievement, why do we regress that far? I mean, we have evolved into a species which can look into science, and but there are people now who definitely think they have a right and the moral high ground to say that the earth was made 6,000 years ago, and all that comes with it. And we have people and politicians who think that wearing a hat with a 4-letter word on it is better than giving people real options and make the world a better place. All this fighting about the in London now at the moment, the children are fighting for their fucking future. They don't want to live on a planet which is boiling itself to death. And the main right-wing papers are now fighting a war against paying up for air quality. And you see it and you just ask yourself, what on what planet are we living? Yeah, I hope. No, I don't hope. I think that's enough for today. So I really, I really enjoy living in this time, and I'm really sorry for Christian Weston Chandler, because you you can't he can't be guilty of any crime, because he is not in a state where he can actually commit a crime. This is a very, very ill and sad individual which can't make any decisions for himself, so he can't actually commit a crime. He needs to be looked after, and all I can see is that the society he lives in has completely failed him. He it's he is a victim of people who are just awful, and I hope that those other channels who use the moral high grounds on him, that they reflect on themselves, and especially I have you in mind, uh, the the guy who wants to smash and uh, yeah, put feces on Airbnbs just to show that he's a celebrity. Think about it. Think about what you say within your live streams, and then think about how you go on about this poor guy here who obviously can't be held accountable for anything he does. So yeah, I know this won't be very popular, but as I'm only talking to the void, that doesn't matter too much. But I had to get it off my chest. It is just so incredibly, yeah. If I think if you would have been living in a town, in a medieval town, let's say France, south of France, 1650 or 1640, and you would have been the PA of a bishop, you would have probably seen a lot of the stuff very similar to what we are watching on YouTube at the moment. So anyway, remember, you have to change your email addresses from Gandhi, or you have to pay up. Otherwise, they will be gone in a few weeks' time. Have a good evening and see you again. Bye bye.